To you, kudos to you, my man. I just want to celebrate you and give you your flowers while I can. You know what I'm saying? And recognize you. I see nothing but great things on the horizon for you, my friend. And blessings be to you always.
Look at that, man. So Jimmy had a good night here. We're back live. I brought that so you could sign that.
Yeah.
For whatchamacallit. Jimmy and I happened to be at the Blendery when Whiskey Tango was picking their Mo Peach.
Yeah, that barrel was a single barrel crazy. Never would I have suspected that was a rye whiskey. First and foremost. Secondly, bro, amazing, dude.
Literally amazing. So I said, you know what? I wasn't gonna buy. Look, I've messed around about 2 bottles that day just because I'm like.
And listen, now let me tell you this: you will buy a bottle, but that shit better be good.
It gotta be. And mind you, the Blendery stuff's good, but we drink so much when we're there. I'm like, I'm good for the rest of the day. I got enough to hold me over at night.
I mean, he's smarter than me because I'm like sitting here like 73 bottles of whiskey from the Blendery. Like, geez.
But when we look at ours, I don't know that I'm too far behind some of these people, man. Because
you just throw yours away. Mine don't get drunk as fast. If I was over here, they'd be gone.
You know what? We preserve though. I hold on to it for a little bit. Like orange juice ain't open. Even this, I only drank this much of the cola.
The important ones you hold on to. I noticed that.
You got to, man. I mean, now that
they're gone, they're gone, bro. That's the beauty of it too, right?
Man, so I'm gonna pour Jimmy a reminder of the Mo Peach.
You're just a little baby. Bro.
Oh, well, here I'll pour some.
No, that's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna take it back, but I just gladly you want to try to take?
Yeah. I'll give you my little glass.
Yeah. It smells so lovely. Like, who'd have thought that? Well, you know, the beauty of wood is the magic's in the barrel, and the barrel comes from the earth, and all the different things in the atmosphere and the soil, and what was grown or was wild around that tree. You know, it influences that wood, bro. And that's the beauty of whiskey, man, and that's why when you get these good cooperages, man, people want to stick with them because, like Calvin Cooperage, you know.
Jimmy, when did you know that you really enjoyed whiskey? Because I never enjoyed drinking alcohol. We drank drink to
get fucked up.
That's it. Now you go, you enjoy your little buzz and you're cruising on in. It kind of calms your nerves when you're going into the night.
Yo, I think the thing that I think really when it's that evolution from drinking and party bullshit drinking to damn, I just had a hard day at work and damn, my girlfriend's giving me hell and damn, my daughter needs this and damn, so let me pour a drink. And then that shit takes the edge off and it tastes damn good, especially as your palate develops. Now it's like I want to get a little buzz. I want to take the edge off, but I also want to enjoy my shit.
Yeah.
And I don't want to, So I think that's part of it too, man. Right? But this is a flavor bomb. You would think this is flavored whiskey, bro.
And I was just about to say that I can now feel the buzz of the peach. It's like it's singing in my mouth.
It hangs out, dude. Even the finish is like peach. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a Georgia peach, so for me, this motherfucker may not even get open, dude, because this is just...
And that's why I opened mine. I had a feeling. On top of it, I was like, damn, what whiskey do I want to open today? And I said, dude, this peach is fucking smacker. Now, for me, Jimmy's at the same place I'm at getting whiskey. So in my mind, the new barrels will be here soon, so I'm going to sniff something out. Don't worry, I'm going to be in there. I'm going to sniff something out. Something else going to be in there. And they're already working on amazing projects with more magic. So... I was like, Jimmy opened up enough. I had to buy one. I sent you that picture. Cause look, there's no link to this.
It ain't.
If you there and you get it. And I think it's only like 17 anyway.
Now let me tell you, and only a couple people gonna get them because the rest gonna be a Whiskey Tango up in Ozarks, and it's for them. Yep. So we were lucky enough to get a bottle, and there'll be a couple patrons that Tim will select. I mean, that's Tim's deal.
Well, here's the challenge: is if you don't know, you don't know. And the crazy part is they had just done Texas Peach tea.
Oh, and that was good too.
Yep. And that was bottle of the month, though, right?
That was. You know what would be fun would be to maybe do a slight blend with the Texas Peach tea and the Mo Peach just to see will it cooperate in the peach flavor or will it nullify it? Because you never know.
You never know.
That's something for Richard to tell us. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Richard's getting into his groove, and he'll be here soon. But at any hoot, man, I can't tell you can get this bottle because most of the bottles from the blender you can't get. And if you do get them, God bless you. You can go to Bourbon Outfitters if you want to try this. But we're going to get Richard's reaction when he comes in, and he's going to give us some specs on these things because he's been blending the shit out of this whiskey, man.
Yeah.
And I tell you this, it's
Cool
only
thing about
getting
this
better.
one, right? This one's not even a blend, right?
No, I
It's a
think
single barrel, so that means they didn't even
Yep.
blend it, right?
single barrel select.
So that, I mean, but the other ones he's made are just phenomenal.
It's
Double
RC.
bubble, right?
See, I never even got to try that one.
I got that. I got that at the
I
house.
did try
We'll
my
crack
bad.
that one.
I
I don't
tried.
think you were like too hype on it, but I think we need to revisit it because I think it's a lot of
The
people.
RC Cola reminds me of my Aunt Jan. Because I was like, why you ain't got no, black folks love name brands. Why you ain't got no regular Coke in here? And then as you get older, you say, man, that Cola tastes just the same. Look, Richard's pulling it up now.
Yeah, like Big K. Remember the Big K from Kroger? or what's the one from Sam's and Walmart? It's the Sam soda. It's some bullshit. But I think even back in there, I remember Shasta.
I was about to say Shasta.
Shastas, right? The Shastas, because yeah, and then they come in the little baby cans at that because it was a dollar store shit. So
Yep. Man, say,
if you po, you know.
man, say more peach people.
Kudos to you, my man. I just want to celebrate you and give you your flowers while I can. You know what I'm saying? And recognize you. I see nothing but great things on the horizon for you, my friend. And blessings be to you always.
Look at that, man. So Jimmy had a good night here. I think when we started at your house, or when
Oh
you?
boy, we was lit. When I left here, and then I went out and drank more with my girl and dinner, and we had a good night. And I started ordering shit, and I was like, all right, Richard, I'm ordering you one too, motherfucker. And so we had a good time.
Yeah.
But this is hard. This is from the heart. I love this guy. I think he's got a lot, huge future ahead of him. And man, sky's the limit. Let's see what they do.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, Richard, when you blended this, you weren't looking for this flavor, but it kind of just showed up.
So a lot of people kept saying that I was getting cola on stuff, and so they were throwing a little
Well, you
shade my
kept
way.
saying it. You
They were casting
It was
those
like
names.
watching
Yeah.
the movie Focus, because every time I looked up, he was like, cola, 52, 52, 52.
And hocus pocus cola, motherfucker.
This was kind of to get it out of the system, you know what I mean? Like, no more cola. Cola's done, you know.
Nailed
But we
it,
had
bro.
to-
What's
yeah.
funny is we haven't tasted cola in the past week or two, because you finally got it out of your system.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, man.
Damn, so are you in control of just how people feel about whiskey now?
No. No, but it was some of those tasting notes. I would say like there was a rye, and I said cola, and they're like, "There's no cola in that, man. You're off." So
Well, that's the thing about everybody's palate's different
Yeah,
too,
it's true.
right? And
Absolutely.
so, but I think good palates assimilate more so than palates that are maturing still.
yeah.
There you
Well, I
have
would
it.
say.
So what made this so special for you, man? Especially even like the cola thing, because we was telling him he was gonna break down what went into it and why it's unique, and the fact that you put RC Cola. I'm not telling him just a second ago. My Aunt Jan always had the Shastas and cheap pop. As my grandpa said, but he loved name brands, so we got the good stuff when we was grandpa. And you get over her house, she was like, "Here's, you want some Crown, some RC Cola or whatever it was."
Royal Crown Cola.
Yeah, and you go, no, I want the British brand. I want the red can. He was a kid, right? But you go, no. So why? What does this mean to you, man? And what went into it?
I love that people like it. That's the reason I like making whiskey is to hopefully put something out that's different, that's unique, and that people love. And that Tim feels the same way at the Blendery. It's something that's unique. You can't really get it anywhere else. And everyone that's gotten one has just fantastic feedback about it. And just like you like to touch people with your cooking, with your food. There's no better feeling on earth than when someone goes, man.
Spot
I
on.
love it, and that's it right there.
And you sold out in less than 24 hours.
It sold out pretty fast, man.
Yeah.
So
It went quick, man. It went quicker than I think they thought. But shout out to everybody who's following Whiskey Blendery on social media, have their notifications on, and are tuned in to what's taking place there. Nothing like creating magic, pulling magic out of a barrel, as this is a single barrel. I don't know how Tim keeps doing it.
Oh, that's a killer barrel.
he just picking the right one.
Look at his face. You gotta get. What'd you think of this one?
It's amazing, man. It was fun to track it because that barrel had been on the radar for a month or two, and the peach was a bit elusive. And the day we nabbed it, man, the peach was there. It was
What did the climate? You think the climate had something to do with it? That
yeah,
one
oh yeah,
week?
oh yeah. I hope it keeps continuing because it's starting to cool off just a little bit, and I hope it stays. I hope the barrels keep tracking.
Yo, this
It's,
shit's crazy. I would never think that this would, first of all, like I was telling earlier, a rye, 95.5,
Yeah.
and that it's a single barrel. You'd think this shit was at least blended because the flavor profile is so just wild and peach, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's funny.
The finish even like was just like hanging out peachy.
Yeah.
Now, Richard, were you a rye guy when you started at the blender, or are you just an open-minded? I mean, we know you love Scotch,
Yeah.
but like,
I love whiskey in general. I know I've always liked ryes, and I've liked the whole gamut of ryes from your barely legal like 51 ryes all the way to like 100% ryes. But
barely legal rye. That's interesting.
yeah, oh yeah,
Because
it's
if
got to be
anything
51%.
51% or more, so right at 51%, it's like barely rye, you know?
But my favorite thing more about this is not the ryes as much as it is the magic of a single barrel. You know what I
me
mean? And then
too.
also the magic of checking
wood.
in on that single barrel at that particular point in time.
That's
'Cause
huge, too.
What had happened if we never got into
You
that?
missed
If
it.
that parked just for a year, we never went back
And
to
you
it. The
missed
beach
it.
could have been gone forever, and if you don't pay attention to what you've got, you don't do your due diligence and keep tracking things, then
That's why you need people like me in there, because you see, every time I had a chance, couple months, I'm like, hey, I need to check on that orange juice barrel.
Well, imagine being somewhere. Imagine being somewhere like Wild Turkey Campus, where you got. I mean, how many thousands of barrels?
Thousands.
Oh, yeah.
So how many of those you think are sleeper barrels?
Oh, yeah.
You know, then they get dumped in a batch and they lose their character. But what I'm saying is the wood in the barrel and just everything about how you guys capture it is just.
did those Jack Daniel's single barrel proofs, especially the ryes, and especially when they
They're
got started,
crazy.
I think they were just going through so many of them. I don't really, I think they're tasting them as to whether or not they're ready or not. But there's some stuff. There was something that went through that messed up an end of the year rye competition, like an off the shelfer. Nobody in a lottery didn't win
Exactly,
anything.
dude.
Was knocking out like bangers, like
Their ryes
Alpine,
and
Big
their
Deal
bourbons,
whiskey.
dude. Or I guess is it a bourbon? Is there?
So Jack Daniels won a competition on some, we don't know what.
So it wasn't like a. It was just like a group of my friends, and we usually at the end of the year we try to get some of the best bourbons that came out the year, or some of the best
And you
ryes that came out
blind
the
them?
year. We blind them. Yeah, we put them through the gamut, and then we try to rank them and see where things shake out. It's good to.
That's fun.
Kind of have a barometer as to what should you be chasing that stuff that's $500 or $600, or should you just deal with this Jack Daniels right here that you can just if you get the
Right.
right single barrel, $80, $60, and it's great
Attainable.
all day. Yeah, I didn't wait in line for it.
Fuck, dude, that's interesting. See, I don't even know what's going on still.
No, but are those single barrel proof Jack Daniels? I guess it's the ryes for sure. But
Yeah.
is the other one just whiskey? Is it
Bourbon? Well,
Is it
yeah, I guess-
considered bourbon? Because I never see bourbon on their
They
shit.
call it Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah.
I think they like to
The
stick
mash
out
bill
that way.
is bourbon. The mash bill. though,
There's
correct?
nothing in their manufacturing process, to my knowledge, that would disqualify it
from being a bourbon. They just don't call it.
Yeah.
Why are they just against bourbon?
Oh, well, they're in Tennessee. Everyone like
Tennessee,
bourbon
Kentucky.
is Kentucky. It's not. Like bourbon can be from
It's
Italy.
Ohio, Indiana, we know
But
this.
generally, bourbon is from Kentucky. Like
sure,
all
that's
your,
kind of a-
yeah, generally. And I think
Like
Jack,
Georgia peach, Kentucky bourbon.
so I think Jack Daniels just likes to distinguish themselves as we're from Tennessee and we make Tennessee whiskey, and it might taste a lot like bourbon and be made
'Cause-
exactly the same way as bourbon. They charcoal filter, but outside of that,
Well, because Dickel.
or not
is
charcoal, lime water or limestone
No, they
or something.
do charcoal.
Okay.
Yeah, they do. But like Dickel, they make bourbon in their Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah.
So anyway, it is what it is.
Yeah.
There you have it, man. Well, wanted to get this on film as we get into the next episode, but objectively, our guy Jimmy, he was going out of his, hey, let me get Richard a bottle, man.
Well, first of all, he curated it, right? In my opinion, he's reached that level of master distiller. Although he has to do his penance, right? However many he has to do to reach it.
What
In
is
my
it, 50,
opinion,
Richard?
It's 50.
I mean,
what number are you on?
Like 15, 16-ish. I need to go.
I mean,
we got ways to go still.
So if he ain't even halfway, and these expressions here, just wait till he hits 50, right? So all I'm saying is, I want to recognize him a little bit and just also build his confidence, because I believe in him, and I know that he's just got a lot going on, and it's going to be cool to see what happens next.
Man, and I concur. When I tell you this, believe it or not, I'm not a big whiskey fan. What that means is I'm gonna drink whiskey and nothing else. But I'm never gonna be as excited as they are. What I'm excited about is bringing people together. That's my thing.
Yeah.
So I wasn't gonna buy this one, but then I tried it again. I turned around the bottle. I was like,
Yeah, we drank almost a half a bottle of it together.
Oh, that's
when I
right.
brought it here.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
legit, we were like down to here, bro.
that's right. That's
We
what
got
happened.
hammered.
Fucking Jimmy brought that goddamn bottle.
Yeah, then he's like, damn, I want some more of that shit. I'd be like, man.
I went the next day. I said, let me try it one more time. I was like, fuck, let me go and get one of these to be safe, not sorry.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, no, you and me both, man. I mean, I think I cracked a little bit of it last night. I was like, man, this is kind of good. But then I'd be covered in these whiskey bottles or these blended ones, because I can't just be sharing this shit with
Well,
people.
and then you can't get it once it's gone.
No, man,
You
it's
better-
gone. Like, You know, like somebody's gone. Like your mama died gone. Like she's not coming out the grave. She is gone.
That's why I try to grab 2 if I can, and I have one, so this one will be kicked back, and I'll know what this one is. So I won't open this for a while. And then the ones you can't get, you just open them and you sip slow, homie.
You never know, homie. AKA Paul Wall. People keep it whiskey.
Sir.